Hi, it's Joanna, and in this video I'm going to talk more about this healing journey that I'm on and some of the things that I am doing and using to move through it. So back in the fall, or in, I can't remember now, winter, early spring, sometime when I was feeling completely exhausted and wiped out and had told some people about it on Facebook, a friend of mine messaged me and said, I went through something very similar, a decade or so ago, and I have a recommendation I could make to you if you want. That was helpful to me, maybe it will be helpful to you. And so she said it and approached me in a way that was not a I have the cure for you, and so I was open to it. I said, sure, what is what do you have? What's your miracle cure? What's your thing? And so she said she had read two books that she recommended to me. One is Pain Free for Life, the 6-Week Cure for Chronic Pain by Scott Brady, and the other one is The Divided Mind by John Sarno. And they're both, Brady's book is based on Sarno's work, but has kind of more clear step-by-step directions as to how you would actually um, use this information. The premise of it is essentially that your repressed emotions of grief, anger, fear, guilt, shame, those kinds of things cause physical symptoms. Could be pain, could be irritable bowel syndrome, could be fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, migraines, even heart disease. All kinds of physical symptoms come about as a result of these repressed emotions. Brady calls them negative emotions. I just call them emotions. They are what they are. Both of them, both Sarno and Brady, seem to believe that these physical symptoms come about because your unconscious mind is using the pain and the symptoms to distract you from the repressed emotions, which I personally don't agree with. I happen to think that when you have physical symptoms, it is your body talking to you. It's your body's way of communicating with you and saying, hey, could you please pay attention to me? There's something going on that I need you to know about. And that thing could be changes that you need to make. It could be emotions that you haven't addressed. It could be all sorts of things. But it's really your body working in concert with you and in harmony with you, as opposed to your mind trying to trick you. Or I am not really into the way that they put it forth about, basically it's the mind's trickery, and it's your mind trying to trick you from feeling these emotions or from dealing with this repressed stuff, sometimes to protect you because it was so overwhelming or traumatic, and sometimes just because, apparently. Maybe I don't quite get their explanation, but it doesn't quite ring true for me. I think the underlying thing that we have these repressed emotions that we compartmentalize, or we like compact them down. That's what I've done, is I've compacted them and like stuck them away in different parts of myself so as not to deal with them. And the pain and the fatigue and the symptoms are really, it is myself saying, hey Joanna, please pay attention. So the way that their method for dealing with this stuff basically is a process called depth journaling, in which you you take 20 minutes a day or so and write about the circumstances from your past, from your childhood, or I think any time in your past, your present circumstances, the pressures and things that you feel, and your personality, whether that is one that wants to always be good or be perfect or please other people or not show any emotion, be strong and stoic, whatever your personality is, those aspects of your personality that tend to make you repress emotions. There's different ways that you can do depth journaling, but essentially it is digging in and writing about it and letting yourself just write and letting all of these emotions rise up to the surface and come out. I do it long form in a journal. You could also do it, typing it out on the computer, but allowing all of these emotions to come up to the surface and to come out of you. And I found this to be really hard work, honestly, and also very powerful work at the same time. So in the next video in this series I appear to be doing, I'm going to talk more about the experience of depth journaling for me and some of the fears I had going into it and what the experience has been like. Overall, though, I'll say it's been quite profound and healing for me. So I'll leave it at that. If you would like to keep hearing more about this topic, please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in the next video.